Hello everyone, it is Q&A part 5 and here we are, we're at Whipsnade Zoo. We're outside the home and we're going to do some of your questions today on Buck's Guinea Pig Talks. So join us as we go around the zoo and we answer some of your fantastic questions. Thank you. Right, let's go.
Do guinea pigs like water?
Well, if you need to wash them, you can put them into a warm, tepid water and just wash the backs of them. Sometimes they can get a bit mucky, but generally, and if you can occasionally give them a wash or a bath or something like that, maybe they have some mites, but generally they don't have to have too much or too many baths as such, but they don't actually like water. But if it's really hot, you can put a little tray on the grass and they'll run on their feet.
With a tiny bit of water?
It's a small amount of cold water and it cools their feet down.
What about the people who video them sticking them in a bath in
No.
a large amount of water?
Let's not do that.
No, not kind to the guinea
Not this
pigs.
much. Okay, so our next question is, how many guinea pigs have we ever had? Okay, there is a question and a half, and that is from Jeff King 4102. Okay, we've probably had in the last 6 years, I think maybe about 100, but that includes quite a lot of babies. So we've had about 100. So over the 22 years, maybe 200 or 300, I guess. But at the moment, we've got 12 and plus 1. So overall, about 100. There we are. Okay, so camera lady, what are they?
They're Oxford Sandy and Black, also known as a nickname of plum pudding, with their spots.
We've got 5 of them.
Is that normal for pigs? Guinea pigs?
For guinea pigs, well switched there. Well, we've had 5s before, haven't we?
We have.
With quite a few of our guinea pigs, but I'm sure that the piggy there is quite happy and doesn't look very active, but that'd be quite big for us. So let's have another question, okay, on our Q&A part 5. User UW4VM has said, who is the youngest piggy that we've got? Okay, the youngest one we've got is currently Stripe. Now Stripe was born at the start of December 2023. So she's now, what, these 6 months? No, she's 6 months, but she's good. She's really good.
And when they're younger, they can be a bit nervous, but she came and picked a daisy out of your hand.
She did. She had a daisy from my hand yesterday.
You were so delighted that she was so brave.
It was
when you
very
came
nice.
In to tell me.
It was very nice. Actually, no, it was Friday, because we're recording this on the 19th of May, 2024, which is actually my birthday. So even though it's my birthday,
happy birthday!
Thank you. I am doing this for you. So yes, so they're big, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
They're
really,
lovely.
really pretty colours.
Guess
the
what I had
babies.
for breakfast? I had a bacon sandwich.
Poor piggies.
Oh, now keep it running, because we've had some compliments. Jeff King 4102 and Quiggles 2066 have both said that you two make great videos. How good's that?
That's very
They appreciate
sweet.
us being idiots and funny and the banter. So thank you very much, camera lady. There
Right. We'll go and visit some more animals.
we will. Right, so this is the guinea pig enclosure at Whipsnade Zoo. Look at the outdoor, look how big it is. It's massive. Now, I don't think there's any guinea pigs out at the moment, but while camera lady is showing you how much space there is, let's do another question. How often do you clean out the cages? And that was from Jeff King 4102. Now, I clean them out every 3 days, sometimes 4 days, so they've gone out on the grass. So, and we just give them a full cage clean. But as it's summer now, they're out on the grass for hours and hours and hours. So there's obviously less waste that they create, and there's usually like 2, 3 or sometimes 4 in a cage. That also dictates how often we clean them out, but the more they're on the grass, we can leave the gaps a little bit bigger. Right, let's have a quick look at this outdoor cage that they've got. It's an outdoor run. We've got quite a few boxes similar to what we've got here. It's got the KV Farm shop going through. Village hall at the back. There's the cabin. Huge area. There's probably 8 metres by 8, I think, or 7 by 7. It's a huge area. Now, obviously, people aren't going to be able to replicate this in their garden very easily. But it's a great. I think they've got 5 or 6 guinea pigs. It's absolutely superb, isn't it?
Yeah, and you don't have to move the runs because there's so much. But unfortunately, all we can see is some goats.
They're lovely.
They are, but no guinea pigs out at the moment.
If we see them later on, we'll do some video. But yeah, it's a really big enclosure, and there's like a tunnel there as well. Can you see there's like a tunnel? And
it's
lots of water. There's not a massive amount of shade, but I think the guinea pigs know when to go in, when to go out. So
all the animals are very lazily enjoying the sunshine. They're so pleased to have the sun. Everyone's sat around today, aren't they?
I think as well, because the guinea pigs know there's no predators here, then they're just happy to run out. So good for them. There we are. Lovely looking at the animals, even better looking at me. Now our next question is from Quiggies 2066, and that is, why not only 2 or 3 guinea pigs? Okay, so we found a quiet place in the zoo, so we can answer that. The reason is that actually I have a deep love of history, and so kings and queens and that sort of stuff. So when we've got the opportunity, bear in mind, I don't work full time. Okay, I do that dispensation. So I've sort of worked part-time. So I've got lots of time, got lots of space, and we've got some fantastic guinea pigs. We've got 3 family lines. So it's what we do is I also go into schools and nurseries and I speak about our guinea pigs. So one of the reasons why we have so many, we don't actually have so many, but what is really important is that we give something back to people who view us on the internet, and also our friends, family, and those schools and nurseries that I do visit. So it's always very, very nice to be able to give something back. So we have 3 family lines, and the youngest guinea pig we breed from, we keep a female, and the rest of the babies then go. We have a very, very good arrangement with a friend of ours.
There's a plane going overhead.
Oh, sorry, but don't mind. Okay, we have a very good arrangement with a friend of ours. We're not editing, so we don't know how to. And she lends us the boy guinea pigs. And then I obviously have quite a lot of inquiries about guinea pigs, and I then sift and sort them to find out whether people have done some research, are they set up, have they got guinea pig history. We're pretty thorough. They've got on a waiting list, and then if we've got guinea pigs, then we'll then contact them. They'll come and visit us, and honestly, they get hour and a half, camera lady.
Yeah.
They get a long time at our house, and then they get the guinea pigs, and then we contact them over the next 2 weeks and make sure all is well. Always better to say any questions rather than saying let us know if you've got a question. So we're very, very thorough in that respect. We've got a website which is bucksguineapigtalks.co.uk, and at the bottom there's lots and lots of recommendations, reviews. That's really, really good. So
to
summarise, thank you very much.
3 reasons.
We
have so many guinea pigs. Is one, you have the time to really give them the care and attention that they deserve.
We do. We're under capacity, so theoretically we could have more.
We could keep all of the ones that we do breed, but we're very picky about.
And kind of the third answer is because I want to. I mean, that's a nice thing to say, but I think as well, speaking honestly, and I always do to our subscribers on this channel, the other reason I like to have so many guinea pigs is actually it makes it slightly more interesting from our point of view. If we only had 2 or 3 guinea pigs, doing a channel is very tricky, because what we've learned over the last 6 years when we've put videos up for both Facebook and Instagram and YouTube now, is that people like the story of our guinea pigs. They all have favourites. It's a little bit like a soap opera, because you have guinea pigs coming in, you have the occasional guinea pig going out, you have new characters that appear for a short time, a bit like Figaro at the moment, he'll be off soon. You know, you have you have a changing cast. You have the old characters like Stardust, you've had Marshmallow before that, you had Spike, and then they go and you have new ones come in. And when you think the new ones are not like as famous, they become famous, they become characters. So while we can at the moment, we're going to do so, but there will come a point when our friend says that she's stopped, and then we won't have the males, and at that point we will then be easing right back, because obviously we are aware that currently rescues are struggling, and we don't want to add to any of that. So we're going to do things our way while we can, and as people want to see the coverage and the footage, and we can discuss and we can give something back to people that view us, it's worth us doing it. And while we have the enthusiasm is the most important thing in one side of it, because you've got to convey enjoyment, enthusiasm,
and the love of them.
And the love, because if once you've had enough, that's it. You've got to stop. When the babies are born, you have to enjoy them, and we do that. We've got a plane coming. I think that means we've got to stop this question. But a great question.
Can I just finish and say that actually the family lines start with Socrates, he was the teddy, that was my guinea pig, Mummy, that was the smooth head, that was Imogen's guinea pig, and Hermione, that was Lucinda's crazy head guinea pig. And you sort of kept those three family lines. So although you do all the work, officially the family lines belong to each of each of us.
Yes.
However,
it's kind of
do everything for
I do
them.
it all, but I don't mind doing it. So but it's that's the thing. You've got to enjoy. You've got to have a laugh. And I have to say, when they do die, it is sad. So we have a range of emotions for them. So we do care for them. Everyone's got a name. Everyone's got a little family. When people do buy the guinea pigs from us, we're not giving them away, and all the money goes back into the guinea pigs. They get a family tree, and we're often contacted by them, so it's really good.
It is. It's lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay, they're terrific goats, aren't they? Now we must make sure they don't escape. Now the next question is from user UW4VM. It is, when did you start TikTok? And Camera Lady, what was your witty answer?
TikTok?
Sorry, not TikTok, YouTube. There we are.
Oh, not as soon as I told you to.
No, I started TikTok a while back, but YouTube, I actually signed up in January of 2020, and then when COVID came in, I focused on YouTube, on Facebook. And you told me not to, but we didn't have the technology really. We had an old phone and that sort of stuff. But really properly on YouTube, that would have been about November time of 2022, and that's when we put Storm in a cup, Squeaky Storm in a cup. And since then we've gone from strength to strength. You're looking at a beautiful goat. That would be Buck's goat talk. Look at this one here on this side.
I know I did that, but otherwise I'm panning too much and I might send everyone dizzy.
Oh yes. Well, here we are. The next bit. It's a bit dirty and a bit smelly. Don't think it's you, Camera Lady, is it? Where are we? We are by the hippos, and they are a bit smelly. But the next question is from user UW4VM. How many litters have been born with you? Now, the answer to that is a lot less than there used to be, because we obviously breed far fewer than we have done in more recent years. We've scaled down and we've streamlined. So every guinea pig we've got, and we own 12 of them, they're all from separate litters. So that's 12 litters over the last 4 years or so. But I imagine over each year we've probably had, in more recent years, last 2 or 3 years, we've had maybe 3 or 4 litters. And then in earlier years, in 1919, 20, 21, 22, we might have had 10 litters, I'm guessing. I haven't got the figures at hand. So that kind of gives you some ideas. But every single guinea pig that we had that was born, it was all planned for, and we had waiting lists. Now, we don't breed to order, but every litter that you've seen on the videos, they're all very healthy. We only breed high quality. I think that's to be confirmed, isn't it, Camera Lady? Everything is high quality.
Oh, except maybe my camera work.
Yes, that's the weakest part of the whole thing. So in answer to your question, we've had probably more than a few but less than a lot, but every single litter is highly dependent. Actually, the both of us, we talk about who we're going to pair with who, and we don't just do it willy-nilly. And I know, even though we've never been in that situation, I know that if I said to my wife, right, let's just do this and that, she would say, hang on, what's the long-term objective? And everything's planned. I don't think we've ever done anything random, have we?
No, but I'd like to think I would have that much say, but I probably in reality
I think because common sense dictates that we have to be sensible, and we don't want to just bring animals into the world, because as you've seen, there's been litters of one baby, which was Storm, and then Storm had 6. So theoretically you could have 6 litters every single time, and the amount of babies born is not dependent on how healthy the parents are. It's just how it goes. So you have to be sensible. And our setup's really good, and also we've got we do have people on a waiting list, but we keep the numbers as low as possible. We breed as few as possible. We have a plan, so hopefully that answers your very, very good question.
And unfortunately,
there are no hippos.
The hippos are nowhere to be seen.
No. Well, they might be.
Well, they do like wandering under the water for a long time, holding their breath. So nope.
No.
Off to some other animals.
Well, let's find someone else. Let's find
that we can actually see.
Yeah, pretend it's a hippo.
Oh, look at the hippos, lovely.
Right, okay, so our next question on video 5, our Q&A. Now, one thing I have to point out, we often get asked, can we have a panoramic look at your back garden? Well, there it is. Okay, that's our garden. We've got quite a lot of space for our guinea pigs. Why my wife thinks we can't have more than 13, I don't know. Is there any reason? Which field are they in today, camera lady? So I think this is like the Vale of Aylesbury. It's kind of like that area, isn't it?
Lovely.
Whatever that is. Okay, so our question, it's a 2-parter. Furry Dreams 3. They said they had a guinea pig called Zach, who was almost 7 years of age. That's fantastic. And they asked, do males or females make the best pets? Okay, if you've got males, 2 males, give them slightly more space, 2 water bottles, 2 food bowls. Females, you can give them slightly less space. The males like things to do, otherwise they can get boisterous. Now, here we go. This is a good question.
But
Same
both
person.
Are good. Both are good.
Both are great.
But don't put boys and girls together.
No. No, you'll get little ones. Let's try not to. Now, we've also had the question of, and we get people saying to us, we want boys. So there is no difference. Don't worry about it. Don't think girls are better than the boys. It's all good. Now, the other question from them is there a limit to how many guinea pigs you would have? Yes is the answer. Okay, so we're under capacity at the moment, and obviously with the little ones we try not to count them into the total because we only have them for 6 weeks and then we might keep 1. So I think that our capacity would probably be 18. We've got 3 family lines, so if we got to 18, that's when I would then be thinking, hang on, where can we go beyond that? Now obviously we have the youngsters coming in that we keep, and then the older ones will then sadly go off to the guinea pig cages in the sky and off with their friends. So 18 is probably what I reckon our point is when we're thinking, hang on, how can we do it? But I think we could possibly go to 21. But the problem is that you've got to ensure that you give time to each of your guinea pigs. So, and I think that my wife would not be happy if I spent all of my time outside and none of my time in with her talking. I don't mind, it doesn't bother me, I'd do that all day long. But we have to ensure that the guinea pigs, as always, are first. So that is the answer. I think 18 in my head, and 18 is what I think. At the moment we've got 12 of ours, and I think by the end of the year we may go to 15. But it really depends on the older ones. So you've got Stardust, you've got Xenocrates, you've got Honeyduke as well, and you've got Myrtle. They're the 4 older ones. So it depends how they go and what comes in. And as you know, those of you that have been watching all our videos, Democritus, she's now on her hopefully her 2nd pregnancy. Normally 1 pregnancy would be sufficient, but because she had boys in that 1st pregnancy, we've run her a 2nd time. So, you know, maybe we'll go to 15 by the end of the year. We shall see. Okay, so that concludes the questions I've got. Okay, we may add one in, who knows? But we've had some great questions on here. So unless I can think of a question, I just want to say, what fantastic questions. Thank you. Okay, so there you are. That is the end of Q&A video 5 from us here at Whipsnade Zoo. Now, we've had a great day, fantastic day. And obviously, once you've touched animals, you've got to wash your hands. Okay, so we're going to...
Cute sign.
It is. So we're going to be going home and we're going to edit this out and then we're going to put it out. So if you've enjoyed this video and you've got value out of it, do like, do subscribe, do share. Got any questions? Put it in the comments. And then we'll do another video Q&A and we may go somewhere else. How exciting would that be? So from the camera lady here at Whipsnade Zoo.
Goodbye.
And from me, Simon, from Guinea Pig Talks at Whipsnade Zoo. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.